Number 12, Jawan Lewis. He's a 6'3" junior. For the Yellow Jackets, the starters, number 12, 6'5", Colby Stone, the senior. Barrett Reebok, number 20, he's a 6'3" senior. Jamal Wiley, number 5, a 6'3" senior. Kaden Shelburne, the junior, 6 foot, number 10. And Logan Hutton, number 11. He's a senior and 6'1". Those are the 5 starters for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Both teams are on the floor. Reebok's going to handle the jump ball here for Rockwall. And meeting him there at half court is T.J. Williams, number 10. As we mentioned, a 43-41 victory for Mesquite Horn last time. Of course, it was a COVID impact game. Rockwall had been down there for a couple of weeks and had to run into Horn. First game back onto the floor. Jump ball goes Rockwall's way. So Yellow Jackets have the first possession. The ball's knocked loose, taken away by the Jaguars, and quickly onto the other end of the floor goes Seth Morning. Lose control of that dribble, though, as the white jerseys had caught up, goes out of bounds, so we've got a turnover on both ends. Charged early to both teams as Rockwall gets the ball back. Full court man-to-man being applied. Back off a little bit as we get across half court. Does that Jaguar defense. Screen set. Hutton's going to get inside the three. Nice job with the extended jumper just inside the three-point line, and Rockwall's up 2-0 early.
Nice smooth move by Hutton, driving the lane and finishing that one off.
Beautiful pass back door to T.J. Williams off the backboard. He'd settle in on that baseline behind the defense, Terry, and good pass to T.J., and he finishes it off 2-all. Three-pointer for Shelburne on the other end of the floor, and he up, and it is good. And a three-point lead, 5-2 for Rockwall. Good ball movement to the other side. Nathan Lee off the backboard and scores. It's 5-4. Rockwall's lead is 1 point now. Taking it the distance all the way to the other end of the floor is Logan Hutton. Puts up a jumper just inside the free throw line. Count it. And he's fouled, so he's got a chance to complete the three-point play.
I'm just trying to keep up with
the scoreboard
so far. So it may run a little bit behind.
So 7-4, three-point lead here for the Yellow Jackets. Logan Hutton on the free throw line here. The chance to complete the three-point play. No surprise he does it. He's 84% from the free throw line. So it's a 4-point lead. 8-4 for the Yellow Jackets with 6.5 minutes left in the first period. Pass to Moaning, pulls into the lane, puts up a jumper, splits 2 defenders, misses it. Wiley with the rebound for Rockwall, quickly all the way to the other end of the floor. Wiley drops it off over to Hutton. Defense converges on him. He might be in trouble. He's going to take a quick timeout. We'll take one with him early. Your score, Rockwall 8, Mesquite Horn, the Jaguars 4. You're listening to Rockwall Yellow Jackets basketball on RockwallISD.com, and it's powered by the SportsGram Network.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain, with the sauce. The sauce, it gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... it's almost too hard to put into words. Good thing there's the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger.
Here we go. 6 minutes left in the first. Rockwall up 8-4. Rockwall with this possession. It's Hutton. Dribbles around, kicks it back out over to Shelburne. Defense pops out on him. A screen set by Colby Stone as Hutton already had a three. Hutton gets that three-point opportunity there off the front of the iron. But fighting for the rebound, we're going to have a foul called on Colby Stone.
Yeah, over the back call on Colby. Colby thought he got the ball cleanly.
Shelburne with a good three earlier. Hutton with that miss there. We'll clarify what I was saying a moment ago. It's 8-4, 4-point lead, 5.5 minutes left in the first period. Rockwall up. Screen, Moaning pops into the defense, kicks it back out over to Bryson Smith. Splits 3 defenders into the paint, and a nice job there. Good move, and a jumper's up and good. for Bryson Smith. It's 8-6 Rockwall. Hutton inside, splits the defense, puts up the jumper, but it's blocked there by Sean Moning, and Horn's going to take it all the way on the other end of the floor to Nathan Lee, and he scores. Count it, and he's fouled. So that's going to put Nathan Lee on the free throw line here for Mesquite Horn with a chance to complete a three-point play. Horns tied this one up at 8.
Yeah, I think that one went against Jamal Wiley.
Off the front of the iron, no good. Reebok with the rebound for the Yellow Jackets, so we're tied up at 8 with 5 minutes left in the first. Good, kicks it back over to Shelburne. Drops it off inside to Colby Stone. Front towards the defender. Shot, it's no good. Bouncing around. Bryson Smith comes out of there with the rebound for Horn. Physical move inside there, Terry, but Reebok's shot just wouldn't fall.
Yeah, right now, Rockwall having a little bit of trouble getting some of the fall here as of late.
A good move. They drop it off inside to Nathan Lee. Plays himself too far under the basket, and his shot's no good. Shelburne with the rebound for Rockwall. 8-8, still tied up. Stone sets the screen. Nothing could break loose inside there. Missed a hook call there. Drops off inside to Colby. Spins away from the defender. Back outside to Hutton. Back outside to Wiley. Puts up a jumper. It's no good. Knocked outside by Colby Stone. Great job. Hutton with a chance to reload from Stone's rebound, and he hits a big three. Good job. 11-8. Rockwall up.
Hutton's been hot to start the game.
Gets on a roll. He can a good shooter. Into the paint goes T.J. Williams. Nothing springs loose, so they kick it back out to Bryson Smith. 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first. Rockwall up by 3, 11-8. Trap and then a break loose outside, and a nice job by Nathan Lee. Little fingertip roll off the backboard. It's 11-10. Rockwall up by 1. Back over to Colby Stone. His three's off the front of the iron, no good. Horn with the rebound. Inside, and a great job of working underneath the bucket by T.J. Williams, but he misses the layup. Rockwall, rebound, fast break. And a Colby Stone with the finish on the other end of the floor off the Reebok pass, and it's a 3-point lead, 13-10 for Rockwall.
Boy, it's a fast-paced game.
It is.
To start this one, both teams up and down the floor quickly.
Horn trying to cut back door. Going to kick it back over Bryson Smith. Puts up a three off the front of the iron. No good. Reebok with the rebound for Rockwall. Hutton's going to put up a shot just outside the three-point line off the front of the iron. The shot's no good. Williams with the rebound for Horn. Quickly to the other end of the floor goes Nathan Lee. And into the paint, Shelburne knocks it loose. Horn able to fight and maintain this possession. Quick pace.
Yeah, we talked about the NASCAR offense, NASCAR package for the football team. Coach Williams has his own NASCAR package here for basketball. Both teams, man, running the floor quick.
I was going to say those Jags aren't slow. Onto the floor between the two defenders goes Mourning. His jumper's no good. Ball's tipped loose. Reebok gets the rebound, kicks it out over to Shelburne. Shelburne's going to take it the distance, misses the layup. Nathan Lee with the rebound, but then Jamal Wiley with the takeaway. The miss, Shelburne the putback. He misses that one, but gets his own rebound. Hutton with a three, and he nailed, Hutton with the putback was no good. Reebok with the rebound and the three, count it. 16-10, 6-point lead here, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 6-point lead, 16-10 for Rockwall. And we'll keep it here and get our breath for a minute. My goodness.
Man, it's been crazy.
16-10 with 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the first. Rockwall with the lead. It's a 30-second timeout. Charged to the Jaguars. We've got some substitutions here for the Yellow Jackets as Luke Oxford and Kaden Marshall check in. And they're going to join Jamal Wiley, Kobe Stone. Trying to see who it is on the other end of the floor here. And Hutton still on the floor. Horn quickly to the other end. Three-pointer up and no good by Jordan Williams. And a rebound there by Carter for the Jaguars. Almost taken away by Wiley. Horn gets it back and a beautiful pass inside to Kraylin Mock. Settled in behind the defense. He was open off the backboard and scores. 42 seconds left here in the first period. That Rockwall leads down to 4 now, 16 to 12. Oxford up at the top. Screen set, backs over to Hutton. Oxford swings it around over to Colby Stone. Thought he was going to take a three there, decides against it. 20 seconds left here in the first. Wiley with the ball just outside the three. Oxford up top, sets a screen. We'll trying to settle here for the last shot. It's Hutton just across half court. And over to Wiley. He's going to lose. The ball's knocked loose, out of bounds. We've got 5.9 seconds left here in the first. Checking into the ball game now is Jace Eagler and Brennan Ray. And it went out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Thought that's which way that it was last touched by the Jaguars. So you got Caden Marshall, Eagler, Brennan Ray, Luke Oxford in the game here for the Yellow Jackets. My goodness, thought that would have been a foul off the inbounds pass. Oxford looked like he was tripped. It's going to get called for the travel. Interesting. 4.5 seconds left here in the first. Other player on the court here for the Yellow Jackets is number 2, Brendan Humphrey. 3 seconds left. We'll see if they get this shot off at the buzzer, and they do, but it's no good. So at the end of one, your score, Rockwall 16, Mesquite Horn 12. Very physical, or a very quick paced first period there for both these two teams. And again, very important one tonight. We'll set the tone again for the district. Tyler Legacy's in first place at 7-2. Horns tied up with Legacy at 7-2. Rockwall and Rockwall Heath a half game back. They're both at 6-2. So those four teams will be making the playoffs. Mesquite's at 2-7, Skyline at 1-7, and North Mesquite at 1-8. Both these two teams, all four of the teams in action tonight playing each other, as Heath is on the road taking on Tyler Legacy. Important ball game for the girls. Those four teams are the top of the district in girls too. Horn at 8-2, Rockwall at 6-2 with the COVID impact. Made the ladies take another week off, but Rockwall on the road at Mesquite Horn tonight. And Legacy and Heath playing. Legacy's at 3-2 in district play. Heath at 5-4. That ball game's over at Heath this evening. And the Mesquite's still alive though. They're a half game back at 4-5. So lots of good basketball being played in District 10 6A, and important games for all four, for Rockwall boys and Rockwall girls, Heath boys and Heath girls. Underway into the second. Heath will have this first possession, down by 4, 16-12. Brendan Ray, Caden Marshall, Brendan Humphrey, Jay Siegler on the floor for Rockwall. Drops it off inside. Caden Marshall picks it off in the air quickly onto the other end of the floor to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to slow it down. Drops it off inside to Eagler. He's going to work inside on the defense, and it's a block by Yak Corning. And Oxford's going to check into the ball game here for Rockwall as Reebok's going to get a break. Talked about this line substitution. Lots of depth for the Yellow Jackets, and Coach Williams is not afraid to take advantage of it. And out, drops it off inside to Oxford. Strong move inside, misses the shot, kicks it back out off the rebound. But it goes to one of the Horn Jaguars. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first half. Rockwall up 16-12. Long three off the back of the iron. No good. Oxford there for the rebound. Going to kick it out to Humphrey. Settles all the way onto the other end of the floor. Misses the layup. And Denarius Carter there for the rebound. Floor splits defense is Carter. He's going to kick it back out for a Jordan Williams. Attempted three. No good. Oxford with the rebound for Rockwall. Marshall behind the back. Gets away from the defender. Tries to drop it off inside to Eagler. Goes out of bounds. And they're saying last touch by Rockwall. Not sure on that one. Like it was off of a Jaguars hand. He'll stick with the call, so the ball goes back over to the Jaguars. Six minutes left here in the first half. Rockwall up by 4. Horn trying to see if they can break something loose inside. Great job defensively by Rockwall and not letting them get into the paint. Outside by Bryson Smith. He'll reset. And then we're going to have a foul. Looks like that one's going to go against Logan Hutton. No, it's not. Excuse me. We'll see who he calls that foul on. Some clarity on that one here in a second. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first half. 16-12. Rockwall up. Three by Bryson Smith. No good. Rockwall with the rebound, but then it taken away by T.J. Williams. A long three up and no good off the front of the iron by Moaning, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horn, so it'll go back over to Rockwall. Full court press being applied by the Jags. See if Rockwall can get out of this. Good job by Marshall finding Ray, and quickly all the way on to the other end of the floor inside to Oxford. The ball's His shot's blocked and taken away, and it's a fast break opportunity for the Jaguars. They work it inside to Koenig, off the backboard, and scores, and it's a 2-point lead for Rockwall. It's 16-14. The defense is kind of frustrating the Yellow Jackets. Oxford at half court. Pull up his dribble, drops it off over to Marshall. Long three off the back of the iron. No good by Brennan Ray, and a rebound by the Jags. Smith over into the corner. Koenig puts up a long three. It's no good. Brennan Ray with the rebound for Rockwall. He's going to take it all the way the other end of the floor, and a good decision there by Brennan Ray with the drive. Little fingertip roll right at the bucket. Count it. And he draws the foul, so to put Brennan Ray onto the free throw line here with a chance to complete a three-point play. He's 71% from the free throw line. Goodin's free throw is up and good, and he does his job, completes the three-point play. So it's a 5-point lead for Rockwall, 19-14, with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the first half. Glad you could join me, Terry.
Me too, to be honest. I don't know what we've got an issue on the other side, and we're trying to troubleshoot it.
Trying to figure it out.
Couldn't get it fixed. So
5-point lead here for the Yellow Jackets. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. The dribble side baseline here for Nathan Lee. His shot won't fall, but he did draw the foul. So that'll put Nathan Lee onto the free throw line here, shooting 2 shots for Mesquite Horn. Hutton's in the ball game with Marshall, Eagler, Kobe Stone, Jamal Wiley. Barrett Reebok's going to check into the ball game now for Eagler. So now you got Hutton, Marshall, Reebok, Jamal Wiley, and Kobe Stone on the floor here for the Yellow Jackets. Seconds up, and it is good. So it's a 4-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. 19-15 is the score. Tight defense being applied. That's Wiley. And on him is Bryson Smith. They drop it off inside. He works to Colby Stone. A beautiful move on the defender. Spins inside there away from him, away from the defender, lays it up off the backboard and scores, and it's 21-16 is the 21-15, a 6-point lead here for the Yellow Jackets. Nathan Lee loses control of the ball across the way in front of the Rockwall bench. Goes out of bounds, and it's another turnover. Ball goes back over to the Yellow Jackets. Rockwall leads out to 6 now, 21-15, with 3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first half. Biggest lead of the night for the Yellow Jackets. Up top to Reebok. He drops it off inside to Colby. 2 defenders on him. They knock the ball loose. Reebok there to get it back for the Yellow Jackets. Bach on the floor to Hutton. A nice screen set for him, and Hutton puts up a big 3. And it's a 9-point lead for the Yellow Jackets, 24-15. We're going to take a break with them. It's Rockwall Yellow Jackets basketball on rockwallisd.com. Always powered by the Sportsgram Network.
Hi, I'm Jacob Sparks.
And I'm Brandy Llewellyn.
And we're the owners here at Signmark.
You can visit us downtown on the square or at signmark.com.
Visit us for all your signage needs. If you mention this advertisement, you'll receive 10% off your entire order.
The universe doesn't answer questions. It simply gives you signs. We're proud to support Rockwall ISD.
JF&D.
Back here at Rockwall High School, 24-15 our score, as Rockwall leads the Mesquite Skeeters. 3:18 to go in the second quarter. And, David, I missed most of the first and most of the second. But it looks like things have gone well.
That really has. I ended up with a little bit of a Frito break there. I apologize. Got caught in between the timeouts trying to get a chip. But, yes, Rockwall's had a very good start here throughout the vast majority of the first half, enjoying the biggest lead of the night at 9, 24-15 over a very tough and talented Skeet-Horn Jaguar squad. Terry, things that stood out earlier, we've talked about it all in all, is this team is very deep. The Yellow Jackets are, and Quincy's very comfortable going to the bench. Reebok picks off the ball in the middle. Quickly to the other end of the floor, but Hutton loses control of it. And it goes out of bounds. It's a turnover back over to the Jaguars. 24-15, 9-point lead for the Yellow Jackets with 2 minutes and 59 seconds left here in the first half. Bryson Smith across the way, spins, defenders, kicks it back out over to Moaning, puts up a 3. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound, Hutton for the Yellow Jackets. Reebok. Paint kicks it back out over to Wiley. The screen set, slides back down. Ball's knocked loose, but Hutton gets it. Wow. Drives into the lane, into the paint, pulls up a jumper and hits it. 26-15, 11-point lead for Rockwall.
Smooth, I think is the word you're thinking right there.
Yes, sir. In and out, open 3 for Moaning is no good. Hutton with the rebound for Rockwall.
Well, now, granted, they've only been back for a couple of minutes, but
man,
Rockwall rebounding well.
They are. Wiley into the paint. Found himself outnumbered. Decides to kick it out. 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the first half. That Rockwall lead is 11, 26-15. Manning, and a beautiful move inside as Colby Stone had gotten behind the defense, and Kaden Marshall with the assist. And Colby with the finish. It's a 28-15, 13-point lead for Rockwall. Minute 30 left in the first half. Rockwall with the biggest lead of the night. Brown's going to put up a long 3. No good. Marshall gets it back. It's knocked loose now. It's Ball ends up in Reebok's hands. Minute 12 left. Hutton into the paint, kicks it back out over to Marshall, puts up a three. It's off the iron. No good, and a rebound by the Jaguars. 1 minute left in the first half. Rockwall up by 13. Inside to T.J. Williams. He's in trouble. The ball's taken away. Job defensively for Rockwall. Wiley's going to take it the distance.
Gets fouled.
Inside, and Wiley is fouled. Nice crossover move with the ball. And Wiley's fouled, so that's going to put Jamal Wiley onto the free throw line here for Rockwall. Jamal's a good free throw shooter. 72% on the season. 48 seconds left here in the first half. Rockwall trying to add to the 13-point lead.
Well, David, prior to my interruption, I was keeping track of the scoring, but that's gone.
Not so much, huh? So we've got everyone but the shooter being subbed out right now. That puts Oxford IOs onto the floor here. Shelburne, Hutton, and Wiley, of course, on the free throw line here with the second free throw, and it's up, and it is good. 30-15. Rockwall's doubled up the first place Jaguars. 42 seconds left in the first half. Drops it off inside. Spin move for Jawan Lewis. Puts up that jumper, and it doesn't fall, but
man,
thought Rockwall had cleanly gotten the layup. They're going to call another one on Jamal Wiley, called for the foul.
That's a tough call.
It is. Coach Williams trying to get some explanation across the way.
Yeah, we had a pretty good view of that one.
Bryson Smith's going to throw it in for Horn with 29 seconds left. Inside, drops it off to Mack. Mack puts up a jumper, and he is fouled. I said Mack Mock is his name. Kraylin Mock is fouled, so that'll put Kraylin onto the free throw line here as he's fouled. And they're into the bonus. Are the Jags. Regardless there, though, he was so shooting foul. So he's got two shots. Kraylin misses the first one. He's going to have one more opportunity here to try to cut into this 15-point Rockwall lead. Mack's second one's up, all high off the backboard and in. 30-16, 14-point lead for Rockwall. 24 seconds left in the first half. Shelburne to Oxford. Rockwall's Horn defense. Rockwall finally breaks it. Hutton on to the other end of the floor. 13 seconds, 12 seconds left. It's Hutton just across half court. 8 seconds left. Wiley with it. 6 seconds left to Shelburne. 4 seconds. Shelburne. The paint's going to go on, stand over the top of the defense there. His shot's not going to fall. But a good strong move there by Kaden. Puts him on the free throw line, Terry.
Yeah, gets to go to the charity stripe with 0.8 seconds to go.
30-17. 0.8 seconds left, as Terry mentions. Shelburne on to the free throw line here with two shots. First one's up, and it is good. Kaden, a 76% free throw shooter on the season. 31-17. Second one's up, and it is good. So 32-17 is the score, and 8 seconds left. They get it into Smith, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So at the end of the first half, your score, the Rockwall Yellow Jackets 32, the Jags of Mesquite Horn 17. Strong first half there for the Rockwall Yellow Jackets. We'll take a break. It's Rockwall Yellow Jackets basketball, RockwallISD.com, powered by the SportsGram Network.
Shop an exceptional selection of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles at Rockwall Ford, the home of rock-bottom pricing. With hundreds of new vehicles, we're sure to have the right one for you. And when your vehicle needs to be serviced, schedule your appointment online with our master certified technicians. Your next Ford is waiting for you at Rockwall Ford. Log online for your rock-bottom deals. Just click, print, and buy. Shop the rock today. I-30 exit 205. RockwallFord.com.
You may have heard it said that integrity is how you act when no one is watching. That's why you can find us at nearly every community event volunteering, sponsoring, and donating. We don't do it to be seen, we do it to serve. Serving our community comes first. You've seen these faces. You see them at the store, the ball game, and at church. Everywhere you look, these are the faces of your community, your neighbors, your family, the people you trust. Over the years, we've grown, and our communities have grown with us. We've been there for that new business, that expanding business, that new home, that new to us home, college, that emergency, and more. We will keep being there because that's who we are. Alliance Bank, your community bank. Alliance Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Kara Hooks, and I'm a Rockwall High School 2004 alumni, and my family owns Rockwall Sports Center.
And hi, my name's Taylor Bullock, and I have worked at Rockwall Sports Center for 5 years now, and I'm also a Rockwall alumni that graduated in 2007.
We grew up here, we've started families here, and we decided to open Rockwall Sports Center to help serve our communities and our schools.
We currently do custom uniforms and custom spirit wear for all of Rockwall ISD, including exclusive Under Armour decorated pieces that cannot be found anywhere else. Come check out all of our women's pieces, including our new bleach hoodies and t-shirts.
From elementary to high school, we're here to take care of our friends, family, and community.
And that's why you should shop at Rockwall Sports Center.
And that's why we love Rockwall ISD.
Hey Rockwall fans, nothing tastes better after a Yellow Jacket victory than Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. We're open late, so join us after the final whistle for some of our fresh, never frozen, cooked-to-order quality chicken finger meals. We know at Cane's that Jacket Fight never dies, and we can help you fight your post-game hunger and wash it down with a fresh squeezed lemonade. See you after the game. One love.
Life's precious moments. The things from which the very best memories are made. They don't have to go away when someone dies. In fact, at Rest Haven, we believe in making the most out of remembering your loved ones who have passed by creating meaningful events for friends and family. Events that enable everyone to participate and contribute in ways that honor the person who has passed and bring hope and peace to the bereaved, assuring them that they are not alone. Fellowship brings comfort, and we want you to be able to get comfortable at Rest Haven by helping you create an event they'll be glad they attended. Just a short drive east of the Metroplex, across beautiful Lake Ray Hubbard, you'll find a place where legacy can be honored for generations. A place of everlasting tribute where you can return again and again. A place to go and pay your respects. A place where you can get comfortable.
Welcome back to Rockwall High School. David Sweet, Terry Gregory. It's Billy Johnston on the camera. A very important ball game for the Yellow Jackets as they're taking on the Mesquite Horn Jaguars. Then Horn came in here at 7-2 in district play, a half game up over Rockwall, tied with Tyler Legacy. And I tell you what, Terry, Coach Williams got to be extremely pleased with the way that first half went as their Rockwall finds themselves up, doubled up, 32-16 over this Jaguars team. Look at some of the stats here from the first half as we're getting them. Big shout out to Coach Billy Watkins across the way. Will send some stats to us. And Hutton, Logan Hutton, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points for Logan Hutton there in the first half. He's the leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets. Jamal Wiley with 2 points. Brennan Ray with 3. Kobe Stone with 4. No, Kobe Stone with 6 points, excuse me. So let me redo that again. It's Wiley with 2 points. Kaden Shelburne with 5. Hutton with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points for Logan Hutton in the first half. Kobe Stone's got 6. Brennan Ray with 3 points. That's the scoring there for the Yellow Jackets. and it's extremely balanced. Rockwall had jumped out to a 16-12 4-point lead at the end of one. Rockwall scored 16 in the second and outscored Mesquite Horn 16-4 in the second quarter and is enjoying this 32-16 lead over the Jaguars. Again, I talked about this in pregame. Tyler Legacy at 7-2, Mesquite Horn at 7-2 here in first. Rockwall and Rockwall Heath a half game back at 6-2. So, and those four teams are going to make the playoffs. They've secured those, and it's just a matter of seeding now. But very good start here for
16-point
Coach Williams.
Yeah, for 16-point lead at half, and certainly what you would want to be able to put yourself in a good position, David, to be one of those top two teams and not have to go into that by-district round facing with the top team in the opposing district. I'm not gonna have to look at who that's going to be. I think it's the Garland schools, correct?
Yep, it's the Garland schools, and again, lots of basketball left to play. But Naaman Forest at 8-2, Garland at 8-2, Wiley's at 6-2. Half game back behind them at 5-3 is Saxe. So lots of basketball left to play over there. South Garland also tied there. So lots of basketball left to play. And hey, tremendous respect, no question, for those Garland schools. Those are going to be tough matchups regardless. But I tell you what, you want to be in position. Fortunate to win that one. That's when you run into that area round. When you run into Waxahachie, it's in first place, number one in the area.
Duncanville, DeSoto,
those teams. So
it's going to be a tough
It sure
tough
is.
second round draw. Obviously, you want to. As I said, you want to try to get that 1 or 2 seed going into the by-district round, and then be good and healthy going in that next round of the playoffs. And then anything happens in the playoffs.
That's right.
I mean, anything. That's why you're always surprised when a round or two goes by and you say, well, gee, where's this particular team? And you go, wow, they got knocked out in the by-district round. They got knocked out in the area round. It's,
it's always a challenge. It's kind of funny. You're right, because everybody get hot, especially basketball in that by-district and area round. And then again, that's what happens when you play 6A basketball in North Texas.
Yep.
There's some really, really good teams up here. And, upsets in that by-district and that area round happen all the time. As far as scoring is concerned in the first half for Mesquite Horn, you've got Bryson Smith had 2 points. Yai Koenig had 2 points. Nathan Lee, 2, 4, 6, 7 points for Nathan Lee in the first half. Preston Mock off the bench with 3 points for Mesquite Horn. So really not some of their big scorers have not been able to get going. In the last ball game, the 43-41 win for Horn earlier in the season, Sean Moaning had 12 points. Smith had 10. T.J. Williams had 10. Nathan Lee had 4. Darius Carter had 3. Yai Koenig had 2. For Rockwall in that ball game, Logan Hutton had 12. Barrett Reebok 9, Colby Stone 8, Luke Oxford had 6 off the bench, Jamal Wiley had 3, Caden Marshall had 2, and Brennan Ray had 1 point into that ball game. Great effort here by the Yellow Jackets into the first half as both teams have made their way onto the floor. We've got 1 minute left here before we get underway in the second half. Let's take a quick timeout with them too. Your score at the half, Rockwall 32, the Jags 16. It's Rockwall Yellow Jackets basketball on RockwallISD.com.
You may have heard it said that integrity is how you act when no one is watching. That's why you can find us at nearly every community event volunteering, sponsoring, and donating. We don't do it to be seen, we do it to serve. Serving our community comes first. You've seen these faces. You see them at the store, the ball game, and at church. Everywhere you look, these are the faces of your community, your neighbors, your family, the people you trust. Over the years, we've grown, and our communities have grown with us. We've been there for that new business, that expanding business, that new home, that new to us home, college, that emergency, and more. We will keep being there because that's who we are. Alliance Bank, your community bank. Alliance Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
(32-16), Rockwall up, doubled up Horn Jaguars as we're underway here in the second half. Starters on the floor for Coach Williams: Colby Stone, Barrett Reebok, Jamal Wiley, Kaden Shelburne, and Logan Hutton. And Rockwall with this first possession. The benefit of that big lead is you can be patient on this first possession. Great ball movement for the Yellow Jackets. They kick it out over to Shelburne, and he hits a big three. 35-16, Rockwall up. I'm not sure Shelburne wasn't fouled on that three. But 35-16 is the Rockwall lead. Screening into the paint goes Young, drops it off inside to Moaning. And a good physical play. Strong physical inside there by Moaning. And lays it up and scores. 35-18, Rockwall up. Back to Shelburne. Shelburne, pull-up jumper. Extended arm of Sean Moaning. A big three on the first possession. A two there for Shelburne. 37-16.
Rockwall.
18, excuse me.
About to make this a 20-plus point lead if they can hold him here.
Spin inside for Smith, puts it up, no good. Rebound inside is Hutton for Rockwall. And then a little frustration there by Bryson Smith as he's going to get called for the foul. Shelburne back over to Reebok. 6.5 minutes left here in the third. Rockwall up 37-18. Stone sets a paint, then a little pick and roll, drops off down inside, kicks it back out over to Reebok. Stone drops it off inside to Reebok. Horn knocks it loose, but Rockwall able to get it back. And then picking it off in the air is Nathan Lee. Smith swings it over to Koenig. Koenig drops it off inside to Moaning, and a great job of getting behind the second defender there by Moaning. And he lays it up and scores. 37-20. The Rockwall lead is at 17 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the third. Wiley into the paint. A good move there by Wiley with that left hand. Puts it up and scores. 39-20. Quickly onto the other end of the floor come the Jags. We'll have a blocking foul inside. Called on Shelburne.
Back at the other end of the court, good roll.
Was what
by Wiley to get it in, and
so that's going to put Nathan Lee on the free throw line here for Horn. Trying to cut into this 19-point Rockwall lead. Hits the first one. Luke Oxford's coming back into the ball game here for Coach Williams for Barrett Reebok. Nathan Lee, good on his first free throw. Second one's up and bounces in and out. Oxford with the rebound for Rockwall. 39-21, 18-point lead for the Yellow Jackets with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third. Stone with the screen. Now the defender works inside. A nice pass from Shelburne inside to Colby Stone. Fouled. So he's going to get it off a continuation. We're going to count the bucket. Yes, sir. Count the bucket. It draws the three-point play. Opportunity, to complete the three-point play here by Colby Stone. So it's back out to a 20-point lead, 41-21 for Rockwall with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third. Colby misses it, in and out. Rebound Moaning for the Jags. Koenig with a long three. Tipped out by TJ Williams. Back over to Yoning. He puts up a long three. This time it's no good off the iron. Hutton with the rebound for Rockwall. Oxford with the screen. Springs Hutton loose. Puts up a jumper. It's no good. Williams Moaning with the rebound for Horn. Fast break all the way onto the other end of the floor. Moaning's going to take it all the way inside. And Strong move off the backboard.
And goes against,
he's fouled.
Goes against Logan Hutton.
So Logan called for that with that foul. Moning's first free throw, no good. 41-21, 20-point lead here for the Yellow Jackets with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the third. Moning hits the second. 41-22, full court press by the Jags. Oxford to Shelburne. Rockwall needs to get it across. Need to go north. Oxford, yep. He's going to have a timeout called by Coach Williams right at the last second.
Yeah, Oxford got himself trapped there, and he was looking for Wiley. Or check that, Wiley up the floor. Wiley was open, but
he was. He didn't see him, did he?
Nope, couldn't get to him.
41-22. Rockwall up big. And a very important game here for the Yellow Jackets. As I mentioned earlier, Terry, the last time these two teams played, Rockwall coming off of the extended COVID break, were defeated 43-41 by these Jags. Right now, it's kind of going Rockwall's way. 41-22, 4 minutes and 24 seconds left on the third. Rockwall back out onto the floor. And here come the Jaguars on the floor. Kaden Shelburne, Logan Hunt, and Jamal Wiley. Luke Oxford and Colby Stone. Shelburne, he's going to get called for a backcourt there. Good job of getting across. Shelburne to Oxford into the corner. Has done a great job. Patience and ball movement all night long. Shelburne backs out just across half court. Shelburne with another big three. Up and good. Again, I'm not quite sure. I thought he might have got fouled on that one. But 44-22, Rockwall's got him doubled up. 44-22 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the third. Moning backs out, drives inside, misses the layup. Wiley with the rebound for Rockwall. Here come the Jackets. Wiley back over to Shelburne. Pull back three, up and nails it. A huge three for Shelburne, back-to-back, and a nice Wiley pass assist. Pretty cool seeing him jump back, or a step back three, Terry.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. That was a ESPN highlight type three. Ba-da-dum, as they say.
There we go. 47-22 is the lead for the Yellow Jackets. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third. And good grief, man. Not bad.
No, good. I mean, this is a game we thought would be a lot closer. I mean, last time around it was a 2-point game. And we were talking prior to the game thinking this is going to be a really close, good game.
And Rockwall
it hasn't turned out that way at all.
Rockwall,
you're right. They came out all business, ready to go, and took it to them early, and they haven't let up.
You know, we've seen Rockwall do that earlier, against Heath. Heath's a very talented squad, just like they're in the top four here, fighting for position. And Rockwall, the last time they played the Hawks, Terry, were all business. Ended up with a 31-point win in that one. So lots of talent on here for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, and one of the things we didn't say is when they lost to Horn, previously they were coming out of that COVID quarantine and were really trying to find their feet. The next game they beat Heath by 31.
Just got all over them. Jordan Williams' reverse layup doesn't fall, and Rockwall gets the rebound. Wiley on to the other end of the floor, shows a little bit of his magic there. Back out over to Shelburne, see if Shelburne ain't going to get all over him, not let him get open for a three. 2 back-to-back threes. Kaden Shelburne. Colby Stone up top. Shelburne gets through the paint, puts up another three. This time it's short. Colby Stone gets it up into the air. Or there to with the reception.
Yeah,
is what I'd say off of that one, is that three was short.
That was a Hail Mary pass.
Yeah, it was. And the ball's tied up. Possession arrow is going to go back over to the Jags. 47-22, Rockwall up. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third. Rockwall with the big lead. Dribble out drive inside there by Nathan Lee. And his shot won't fall, but he is fouled. That's going to put Nathan Lee onto the free throw line here for the Jags. Hits the first one. Eagler and Marshall into the game. As Wiley and Kobe Stone get a break. Nathan Lee, second one. No good. Oxford with the rebound here for Rockwall. Logan Hunt and Luke Oxford. Caden Shelburne, Jay Siegler, and Caden Marshall on the floor here for Coach Williams in the Yellow Jackets. 47-23 is the lead. Hutton drops it off inside to Oxford, and a strong move inside there for Luke Oxford. Gotten away from that defender there, and the defender trying to play catch-up is going to get called for the foul. Oxford fouled, puts Luke on the free throw line here. Right at a 60% free throw shooter is Luke on the season. First one's up and good. Oxford, the 6'6" junior, averaging a little bit over 4 points per ball game. Hits both of them. Good job by Luke. 49-23. Rockwall with the big lead with 2 minutes left in the third. And the drive inside there by Yoning. A shot's blocked. Partially blocked, and Rockwall ends up taking it away. Logan Hutton's in trouble. Rockwall fans aren't too happy that there wasn't called a foul on that. We do have a timeout on the floor. Let's take one with them. It's Rockwall 49, Mesquite Horn 23. You're listening to Rockwall Yellow Jackets basketball on rockwallisd.com. It's powered by the SportsGram Network. Welcome back to Rockwall High School. A minute 50 left in the third. David Sweet, Terry Gregory, Billy Johnston on the camera. Yellow Jackets up big, 49-23. And again, we've said it throughout the broadcast, but the last time these two teams played, usually this is always a good game between Rockwall and Mesquite Horn anyway, but the last time they played over at Mesquite Horn earlier in the season, as we've said, Rockwall coming off of an extended COVID break. But Coach Williams wouldn't offer any excuses, and neither would those guys.
No, not at all.
With a 43-41 win over Rockwall, but Rockwall all business-like tonight, and they have just taken it to the Jaguars so far. Hutton, Oxford, Shelburne, Eagler, and Marshall on the floor. Sort of inside, kicks back out. Hutton back over to Shelburne again with a long three, up and good. Another big three by Shelburne. Goodness gracious. 52-23 is the Rockwall lead. Smith with the ball over into the corner. Oxford out on him. 1 minute left here in the third. Williams with the long three off the backboard. No good. Ball's loose onto the floor. And on the bottom of the pile there for Rockwall.
Yep, jump ball.
That's Caden Marshall. Possession ties it up. Possession arrow goes with the Yellow Jackets.
The Jackets will get the basketball here with 56.2 to go in the third.
Tell you what, Caden Shelburne is on fire from the three-point line
He's
tonight.
been hot tonight.
His younger brothers, my youngest son Brody, one of his best friends, and Tom Brody's over at their house. They're outside playing basketball, and Brody goes on and on and on about how good of a three-point shooter Caden is, and he's shown it tonight. On the other end of the floor, off the miss.
Yeah, he's
fighting for the rebound. It's tied up. Possession arrow goes with the Jags this time.
Caden hadn't been shy about shooting it tonight either.
Gracious. When you're on, man. 52-23. Rockwall with the big lead with 30 seconds left in the third. Brown gives it up over to Lee. Lee gets around the second defender. Not sure how he didn't get called for the travel there. Like he took an extra step around Kaden Marshall. But count it, 52-25, the Rockwall lead with 13 seconds left here in the third. 9 seconds, Hutton just across half court. Defense on him's Lee, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Hutton, the paint, spins away from the defender, puts up a jumper at the buzzer. It's no good. So at the end of 3, your score, the Rockwall Yellow Jackets 52 and the Jags from Mesquite Horn 25. We'll take the break. It's Rockwall Yellow Jackets basketball. RockwallISD.com, brought to you by the Sports Gram Network.
Hi, I'm Kara Hooks, and I'm a Rockwall High School 2004 alumni, and my family owns Rockwall Sports Center.
And hi, my name's Taylor Bullock, and I have worked at Rockwall Sports Center for 5 years now, and I'm also a Rockwall alumni that graduated in 2007.
We grew up here, we've started families here, and we decided to open Rockwall Sports Center to help serve our communities and our schools.
We currently do custom uniforms and custom spirit wear for all of Rockwall ISD, including exclusive Under Armour decorated pieces that cannot be found anywhere else. Come check out all of our women's pieces, including our new bleach hoodies and t-shirts.
From elementary to high school, we're here to take care of our friends, family, and community.
And that's why you should shop at Rockwall Sports Center.
And that's why we love Rockwall ISD.
Welcome back to Rockwall High School. Billy Johnston's on the camera tonight. David Sweet and Terry Gregory.
I have been here. I've just been quiet.
Sometimes
I've been here. Sometimes I've had to step away tonight.
You've got the producer's role, the technical role, the
technical support role. I've had to answer the phone. And
the Rockwall is about to get underway in the fourth. Rockwall with a big lead, 52-25. I talked about a moment ago, Terry, that they outscored Horn 16-4 in the second. They kept that up, outscored, put on another 20, outscored the Jags 20-8 in the third. So they've kept it on tonight. Rockwall's, Coach Williams got to be pleased with the way the Yellow Jackets have played so far. Eagler on the floor with the ball. Marshall. Oxford's out there. Brennan Ray along with Brendan Humphrey. Oxford with a jumper. No good. Ball's knocked loose. Horn with a little bit of a fast break opportunity on the other end of the floor. Eagler were able to play catch up. Great job.
Eagler put the Jets on there at the end, didn't he?
Yes. It's a foul, but it's definitely a smart foul.
Yeah, very much,
playing
very
catch
much
up,
so.
Not letting Nathan Lee complete that fast break. Lee, short off the front of the iron. He'll have one more chance. He's pretty frustrated. And he misses both of them. Try that one over back, but okay. And a rebound inside for T.J. Williams. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's the last touch by Rockwall, so it'll stay with the Jags.
Yeah, I think Brennan actually got his hand on that one.
Did he?
And knocked it into the Horn player's hand.
Oxford with his hand off the inbounds. A good job there. Rockwall takes it away. Brendan Humphrey into the ballgame for Rockwall. So you got Marshall, Humphrey, Eagler, Oxford, and Brennan Ray. The drive inside, strong on the baseline there by Kaden Marshall. Strong move, 3 defenders on that black jersey, and black jerseys on that end of the floor there, Terry, and a good decision by Kaden.
Yeah, going up and drawing the foul. Yeah, that was a good move along the baseline. Cleared out for him for just a little bit.
Caden's first one's up, and it is good. 53-25 is the Rockwall lead. Nathan Lee's going to get a break for the Jags as Moaning checks back into the ball game here.
I'm going to see. I don't know that I'll be able to. Let me see if I can track down a score for that Heath-Tyler Legacy game.
Marshall hits both of them. It's 54-25 Yellow Jackets. You look out there on that East Texas stuff and see if you can find something maybe. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the ball game. Rockwall up big. Works it inside. A great job of taking it away there by Brennan Ray. Perfectly timed. Knocked the ball loose. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Oxford up the top. Shows some of his moves there. Kicks it back out over to Brennan Ray. Back up top to Marshall.
Tyler Legacy's leading that one 56-31.
Wow. And the last time they played was a huge, big Hawk win. Marshall's jumper's no good. Horn with the rebound. Horn with the rebound. On the other end of the floor, their jumper's no good. And a rebound by Brendan Humphrey. 6 minutes left here in the ballgame. Rockwall up 54-25. What'd you say that score was?
56-31.
My goodness.
I'm
working it inside to Jay Siegler, and he's fouled.
And that's in the third quarter.
They are hot right now, Tyler Legacy.
Yeah, they've
2 district losses, but they're 17-3 overall. I'm thinking, was it 5-game winning streak or something crazy?
Something like that, yeah.
And, of course, that's Coach Walker, Rockwall High graduate.
See, Rockwall
still
has to go out there, right? I think they still got a game on the road.
So the game's left for Rockwall. Got this game, then they've got at North Mesquite versus Mesquite. And no. We split one and beat them earlier. At North Mesquite versus Mesquite, and then at Heath to wrap up the season. But Legacy's got Heath, which they're up big tonight. Then they've got Mesquite and they've got Skyline. Schedule's pretty favorable. Nice job, takeaway. On the other end of the floor by Eagler. He's going to get called for that travel.
Yeah.
Got that ball tied up. He's trying to reverse it. He knew it. But a good takeaway on the other end of the floor there by Jay Siegler.
Yeah, I think he was trying to plead his case a little bit, but didn't plead it for very long.
56-25. Rockwall up by 31 with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the ballgame.
So North Mesquite, and Tyler Legacy's left?
No, North Mesquite, and Heath.
For Rockwall, right?
Yep.
They don't have Tyler Legacy on the road? They played them earlier?
We beat them earlier. We beat them there.
They beat us here. That's correct. Yeah, I remember now.
So I'm trying to see what that foul is. It's away from the ball.
It's on Kaden Marshall.
Is it?
Yeah.
Onto the floor. Jags are going to throw it in. Get it some way. Somehow able to get it over the top of Jay Siegler. Moaning up top. Back over to Carter. Here come through the paint to Bryson Smith. Thought he might have taken a three there. Terribly going to step back. Pull up jumper. No good. Rebound inside by Moaning. This putback's no good. Io there for the rebound. Strong rebound inside. Kicks out quickly to Ray. Over to Humphrey. In the corner. He decided against that three. Ball. He's trying to get it inside to Io. The ball's knocked loose there by Sean Moaning. And Jags on the other end of the floor. And a blocking foul on Io.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call.
Yep.
He didn't get the feet set. Scooted right over in front of him.
Well read there by Arias Carter.
In the fourth, 62-31.
My goodness. Both these two teams. Legacy doubling up the Hawks. Trying to see what that one was. The last time they played, 67-48 win for Heath in that one. 30-point lead, 56-26. 30-point lead for the Yellow Jackets with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the ballgame. Carter misses that one to Marshall there for the rebound for the Yellow Jackets. Marshall all the way inside. Gotten around that defender. Nathan Lee a little frustrated there. Terrian's going to get called for the reaching foul as Marshall had gotten around him. Substitution here. Marshall's out. Ezra Clark's into the ball game here for the Jags. Marshall's going to throw it in. Oops, to Eagler, and a spin move away from the defender there. Strong move inside by Eagler. 58-26, Rockwall up. A 32-point lead here for the Yellow Jackets over Mesquite Horn. Long three, up and good. Nice shot there by TJ Williams. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor charged to Mesquite Horn, so we'll take one with them. It's Rockwall 58, Mesquite Horn 29. Rockwall Yellow Jackets basketball will be back in a moment.
Hey there, Rockwall sports fans. When you need a new roof, call Firehouse. Firehouse Roofing specializes in residential roofing and all applications. We're also specialists in commercial roofing. Firehouse Roofing is your source for repairs, replacements, inspections, and more. We are proudly fireman owned and operated. Firehouse Roofing. Find us online at firehouseroofing.com.
We're back to Rockwall High School. 4 minutes left here in the ball game. Rockwall over the big lead, 58-29. It's a great performance all around for the Yellow Jackets. And so try to get the inbounds here. It's Eaglers on the floor for Rockwall, as well as Kaden Marshall, Brendan Ray, Io still out there, and Brendan Humphrey. Eaglers going to throw it in full court, man-to-man press, being applied by the Jags. Marshall with it now.
They're in trouble here.
Yep. Somehow get it across, does Eagler. Good job. Trying to drop it off over into the corner to Ray. Goes out of bounds. It's last touch by the Jags, so Rockwall's going to throw it in. Going to be Marshall over into the corner. The ball's knocked loose. Job defensively by the Jags, and a fast break opportunity for those guys. Smith takes it all the way the other end of the floor, off the backboard. The layup's good. 58-31. Ray, long pass, went over the top of Humphrey's head. Over, and here comes the line substitutions, Terry. What's it's going to do? It's going to bring in TJ Grix into the ball game here for the first time tonight with Io. Some Gilbert. And David Chang. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing one.
Yeah.
Got to keep us a Yellow Jacket out here, and it's going to be Brennan Ray.
I think he just grabbed the closest guy to him. Said, Brennan, get back out there.
Get out there and go play some basketball. So Carson Gilbert, David Chang, TJ Grix, Io, and Brennan Ray on the floor here for the Yellow Jackets with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left. Rockwall up 58-31.
Let's remind folks, David, we'll be back on the air on Saturday night. Rockwall girls basketball, as they'll face Skyline.
Lady Jackets have been playing good of late, too. Very hard fought 1-point win last night. 38-37 over the Lady Skeeters.
Yeah. Really tough game. And
on to the free throw line here.
As we said last night, a really gutsy win for the Lady Jackets last night.
Xavier Brown on the free throw line. 1-1 hits it, so he'll get one more chance here. 58-32.
They didn't get off to their best start, but got their legs up under them. And
very physical game. Hits both of them. 58-33 is the Rockwall lead. Full court press. Gilbert in the backcourt. Gets it over to Ray. Ray across. Good job there by Brennan. And then gets away from the defender. Takes it all the way inside. Shot's not going to fall, but we're going to have a blocking foul inside. Kraylin Mock. So that'll put Brennan onto the free throw line here with 2 shots. Reminder, Brennan Ray is 71% free throw shooter.
Brennan's fun to watch.
He is, man. Fun out there on that football field as that halfback.
Yep. Fun to watch on the football field. Fun to watch on the court. Wow.
Up and good.
And he's got a pretty good move.
Yes, he does.
From
60 to 33.
Free throw line, doesn't he?
Yep. Shooter, 60 to 33 is the Rockwall lead. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Inside, and Brennan ties that one up and takes it away. How about that? Making moves on both ends of the floor. Show who you are. Oh, and then behind the dribble, drops it off inside to Io, and the finish. The dunk. Beautiful job inside by Brennan, and a great finish there by Io. And it's 62 to 33 Rockwall with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in this ball game.
Looks like Coach Williams tagged the right guy to go back in.
Think so, man. Trying to get off a good shot are the Jags. Long three off the. No good there. And I don't know how that wasn't off the back, fighting for the rebound, but last touch by the Jags and goes back over to Rockwall anyway. As Brown's three went long. 2 minutes left in this ball game. Yellow Jackets up 62 to 33. Lennon Ray with it. Kick it back out over to Grix. Lennon Ray this time. Over to Grix. He's going to drop baseline. Oh, try to drop it off inside to Io. Off his legs, and it's a turnover. Goes back over to the Jags. Have a foul across the way. Didn't see who that one was on. It might have been on Gilbert, wasn't it? Or no, it was on Brennan. On to the free throw line. Koenig hits the front end of the 1-1, so he's got one more here. Trying to cut into a 28-point lead for Rockwall. Off the front of the iron, no good. Koenig's there for his own rebound. Good heads-up plays there to get rid of it as Rockwall was about to tie it up. Long three in and out for the Jags, but a rebound inside there by Horn. And spin it around again to Mock. Crossover inside, but then Mayo with the block and the takeaway there for the Yellow Jackets. Ray tries to get it down over to Grix, and it's picked off by Mock.
Yeah, it was a high floating pass, an easy pickoff.
50 seconds left in this ball game. As Rockwall's going to pick up a big win. Drive to the baseline inside. Back over and a long three off the back of the iron there by Williams. No good. Grix with the rebound and the fast break for Rockwall. Inside, kicks back out. Grix with the drive, kicks it back out over to Brendan Ray. 24 seconds left in this ball game. And the Rockwall fans are making some noise, and rightfully so, as Rockwall's going to have a big win tonight, Terry. A big, big win for the Yellow Jackets. 11 seconds left. Brennan Ray's going to hold on to the ball across the way. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. And that is the end of the ball game. And your score, the Rockwall Yellow Jackets 62. Mosquito and the Jags 34. Big win for Rockwall. We'll take a break. Come back. We'll wrap this thing up. We'll visit with Coach Williams. You're listening to Yellow Jackets basketball. RockwallISD.com, powered by the SportsGram Network.
You may have heard it said that integrity is how you act when no one is watching. That's why you can find us at nearly every community event volunteering, sponsoring, and donating. We don't do it to be seen. We do it to serve. Serving our community comes first. You've seen these faces. You see them at the store, the ball game, and at church. Everywhere you look, these are the faces of your community, your neighbors, your family, the people you trust. Over the years, we've grown, and our communities have grown with us. We've been there for that new business, that expanding business, that new home, that new to us home, college, that emergency, and more. We will keep being there, because that's who we are. Alliance Bank, your community bank. Alliance Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Rockwall High School. The Yellow Jackets with a big 62-34 victory over Mesquite Horn, the Jags. Being joined now by Coach Williams. Coach, outstanding performance from beginning to end all across the board.
Yeah, our guys came in and they defended with a urgency about themselves that like they wanted to go win a district championship, and it was all them. Credit to them creating their own juice, creating their own energy. And like I said, it started on that defense side of the floor.
We
got some shots to go, and Kaden Shelburne was on fire. He hit a couple, and he had that look in his eye. And when he gets that look in his eye, man, he's deadly.
And it's pretty cool because the guys around him know it.
Yeah, they know it.
And you'd see him step into. He's powerful coming through the paint to get open.
Yeah.
He's going to set up. You get me the ball. I'm going to keep going, man. It was
He'll
clear.
start to call him for it, man.
It was awesome. Tell you what, another thing that stood out is you always talked about. You've said the depth on this team and your comfort level and your confidence with doing them. It was on display again tonight.
It was. I mean, the whole bench was really, really good. I mean, we came off. Caden Marshall was steady for us. Brennan was steady for us. Brendan Humphrey was steady for us. Luke was big for us off the bench. Jace came in and brought energy, and he's just a ball of energy. And Io with there, Io as well.
Just
so
physical.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've got a lot of confidence in those guys, and we have some very competitive practices, and that's one of the reasons why I believe in our depth.
We were laughing at that last substitution. You were missing one guy, and I think Brandon was the closest guy. You put him in, and then
he just shows off.
He just showed off. I mean, he rewarded you for it.
Well, we got Bryn Humphrey. They call him Bryn, and then we got Brennan, and so and Bryn's full name is Brendan, so they sound alike, and they always. So I got to keep confusing myself. I got to say Ray and Humphrey instead of Bryn and Brennan.
Well, we liked it how when you grabbed him off the bench. Like, okay, cool. I'll stay on the floor.
Yeah.
Goes out here and makes plays on both ends, just like that, right off of there.
It was making the coach look great.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly. Just a great decision on your part. What can you say? For sure. But an outstanding performance, and we were talking about, again, that's a very good basketball team.
It is. I mean, they beat us at their place by 2, a close, hard, tough game, and our guys responded. They know what we have ahead of them, and they knew tonight was a big night. We called it Separation Tuesday. I mean, we had four teams with 2 losses, and so we were able to go do that.
We got to ask a question. I'm sure I know the answer to this, but we'll ask it anyway. But do you have any idea? Anybody whisper anything at any point during the ball game? You want to know?
I would love to know.
Okay. Heath had a very, very rough trip out to East Texas.
Last we saw it in the fourth quarter. It was 62-31 Legacy.
Oof.
So. Yeah, very tough.
Legacy is
they were playing good.
I mean, they were balling. So,
but of course, as you mentioned, pretty good shape there, though, my friend. We got North. Don't take anybody for granted. We always don't want to go to that. We got North Mesquite, and then got the Hawks to wrap up.
Yeah, so
the season.
Yeah, our goals go 3-0 this week, and like I said, we gotta make sure we don't drop the ball here on Friday at North Mesquite, who's played really well the last couple of games. They beat Mesquite.
Yeah.
They played Tyler Legacy tough the first half at their place, so they're a very capable, athletic team. So we've got to go in there with the right mindset. So,
well, Coach, congratulations! It's a great win tonight. Looks like you guys are starting off the week the way you want to start it off with the big win.
Yes, we are. So thank you guys for coming out and doing this, and really proud of the boys. They had a great night tonight.
Congratulations, Coach.
Congratulations, sir. Good job. So again, Rockwall with a big win. Boy, it kind of just sums it up.
Yep.
Terry very simply stands out. We talked about great shooting. I love the fact that he talked about the defensively, how that kind of set the tone. They were right out of the gate. Those kids were lit up and ready to just play defense across the board. Shelburne with the big threes.
Just a good all-around effort. All-around effort for Rockwall tonight, I think. Like you said, defensively started off well, got the shooters going, and I don't think you could have asked for anything better tonight. Just a good overall win, a good team win. So Rockwall, as a result of this 62-34 win, improves to 7-2 in district play. Horn will fall to 7-3. Put Rockwall basically tied up with Tyler Legacy if that score plays out that way. And Tyler Legacy's got a half-game lead with one game up. If it plays out that way, Tyler Legacy would improve to 8-2. Rockwall would be 7-2.
Horn falls to 7-3, and Heath would fall to 7-3. So big win tonight for the Yellow Jackets, 62-34. Last second thoughts?
No, none for me. I mean, he talked about it being separation week, and Rockwall's off to a good start.
Got to know when. You got to take full advantage of those opportunities, and Rockwall did it tonight. So your final score from Rockwall High School tonight, the Yellow Jackets with a big 62-34 victory over Mesquite Horn, the Jaguars.
We're back on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Rockwall girls.
Rockwall girls. So
versus
make
Skyline.
sure to get a chance to be able to show up. No, that's a little tough at today's part, but we'll make sure that we're here to be able to get this one on audio and get it on video.
Absolutely.
So your final score, once again, Rockwall with a big 62-34 victory over the Mesquite Horn Jaguars. For Billy Johnston on the camera, Terry Gregory, and all the fine folks at SportsGram. Good night, everybody.
SportsGam?
SportsGam. Market that, can you?
Probably can.